Okay, now I'm back here with part 2, right where we left off. If you guys have not seen part 1 yet, you will have to go ahead and click on the link. At this point, I'm like 100 kills in. Nah, maybe not that much. Like, I think it said 88 kills in. So I am racking up the kills, and this is, like I was just saying, possibly one of the most kills in a legitimate game ever. So you guys that are just joining us, you guys definitely want to check out the first part here. And so pretty much for anybody that has totally disregarded my advice, we're spawn trapping these guys real hardcore. Now we're on the defense side of this, and I've got the RPD out with fall camo. I don't really use camos anymore, but I don't really care about camos, to be honest. It doesn't really affect anything. RPD extended mags with fall camo, one-man army, stopping power, and scrambler. Scrambler is really good if you have your whole team using it while spawn trapping. I mean, otherwise I'd never recommend it. And that was a pretty decent kill feed right there. But going back to my my class setup, I've got scrambler on. The other team won't be able to see their UAV or get out of their spawn if you're doing this right. Now, I just got 20 kills in this first like 10 seconds or whatever here. So unfortunately I call my AC-130 in right at that shack spawn, and yes, they can't spawn up on that shack, so you do have to be aware of it. That's why you call the AC-130 in from there, and so they don't spawn there. Because generally, if you have one person in the area, they won't spawn up there. And because of that spawning, you can see they're now construction, but we got Vespa going in for construction, and he'll clear it out pretty well. So we don't have to worry too much. He was saying that he had it, so I went back to getting kills here from the spawn. And that's pretty much what you want to do. You just, when you're in this AC, just direct them down and watch the multi-kills come to you. Unfortunately, depending on the angle, you might get stuck behind that little building, and that's pretty obnoxious, but once you get around it, it is pretty awesome. Unfortunately, I didn't get too many kills once I got it around it, but 114 kills, that is a lot. And to think that we have another round in 33 seconds left is just insane. So, yeah. I mean, I don't really know what else to say here. Other than that, is completely insane that I get that many kills in one game. So you can see at this point I'm saving the sentry. I'm not going to go ahead and call it in because, like I said in the part 1, they will actually count for your kill streaks if you have no deaths in the round, and so generally you want to save them up. Not all of them, but you know, occasionally you're going to want to save them up. So you can see there Killer Monkey was getting some nice feeds there, and whoever else was next to him. So you can see I'm pulling out my Russian class. Maybe, I don't know if I actually got it out. Usually you're going to want your Russian class out to get up there. It will really help you get up there quick. And I'm going to go ahead and talk about the route that I take here. I go straight up the center. A lot of times I'll cut right there, right at the field or the courtyard, depending on what your call out is for it. But I cut right here. You really don't want to have a lot of people going on that main road. And that's what a ton of people usually do, is go up on that that main road there. I guess that's probably the obvious thing, but you can, if you take this right side up here, going up from like past bananas in the playground, it's a much better side. You can get there much quicker, and it usually just works out better. But you do want to have people going up all the routes, and you definitely want to win all your gunfights. With a P90, I guess it's not too easy to win all your gunfights, but definitely win your gunfights when you're getting up here. Otherwise, you'll have issues, and you can see one person with a stinger and one person's AFK. I just called the guy a construction out. It wasn't too big of a deal, but I go here to get him anyways. And with this extended mags version of the P90, it's like you don't even need to aim down your sight, especially since I have steady aim on. And I think, I'm not certain, but I think my sentry guns just got me a triple. Oh, baby, a triple! I just had to say that. I don't even remember who said that. I think it was some commentator or something that said that. I don't remember exactly who it was. So they get this bomb planted. A lot of times they won't be able to get that plant off, so just be aware. You might want to let off on the air support until they do get it off. That's generally the way to go, but I mean, these guys, they were going pretty hard for the objective. I think at the end they might have planted it once or twice too, and we had to defuse, but not at all a big deal. I mean, we had... Okay, I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. Killer Monkey gets a triple nuke without chopper gunner or Pavlo or AC-130. He was running sentry gun EMP nuke, and he got it 3 times in one game, which probably is a first. I would be highly surprised if that was not a first right there. So you can see I'm calling in yet another AC-130 and racking up the kills with it. I mean, you barely have to aim it. They're all going to spawn up in that area, I guess I've said it before in part 1, but I'll say it again. I'll go over where all the spawns are in detail in part 3. That's going to be like the straight up tutorial part without gameplay. But you can see, I'm just shooting for the spawns. This is the way to go. I mean, this is how you get 150 plus kills in a game. You can't, I mean, I'm sure White Boy can do it. 1 out of every 100 games he's in, he can do something like this. This many kills without spawn trapping this bad. Although, it's just you thinking he's not spawn trapping. He really is spawn trapping when he shows you those videos. But most people can't get over 150 kills, period. And that was a nice feed right there with that Spaz 12. I don't know exactly who that was, but man, that was a nice feed. You get some nasty feeds. I'm just trying to pick up a gun here, and I could not find a gun. I'm at 146 and 10, it looks like. Oh, and that brings me to a very important note there with those stealth bombers. A lot of times they will get 4 to 5 kills, but sometimes they won't get any. That was one where they don't get any. A good kill streak to use, but definitely do not have your whole team using it. Having your whole team using it will cause all sorts of problems. It's very bad. If you're playing against a decent team on the other team, you all having the stealth bomber on will mean, like, you can't get them spawn trapped. If we have a Pavlo up, it'll help us get them spawn trapped. But stealth bomber will only help once they actually are spawn trapped. So, or maybe if they're trying to plant the bomb, but generally only if they're spawn trapped. So, I mean, they get this sentry up here and it kills me. I call it out. Not a big deal. I'm just going to move on to the next topic. So, oh, one other thing. If you guys haven't noticed yet, that tactical insertion is crucial. I don't think I've said anything in part 1, so I'm going to go ahead and say it now. If you spawn up all the way back at your spawn, which you have 6 fixed spawn points, you're not spawning anywhere else. If you spawn up back at your spawn, you're not going to get up here in time to get over 100 kills. And you're going to ruin the spawn trap because it's going to be a 5-on-6 when half the other team has painkillers. Or pain pills, or whatever you want to call them. So, I mean, definitely, if you don't use tac insert, don't plan on getting over 100 kills. I mean, I'm sure it can be done. But consistently, you won't be getting over 100 kills. So, I mean, you might as well go ahead and use the tac insert. Just a quick note, for anybody that thinks it would be better and, like, you get more kills if you noob tube, no, you won't. RPD is the way to go here, or L86 extended mags. But noob tubing, people are actually like totally immune to noob tubes right after they spawn up. They can't die to a noob tube or any other explosive for that matter instantly once they spawn up, unless if it's an explosive from a kill streak like a chopper gun or an AC, of course. So I'm gonna just go ahead and fast forward this part right here. That's about it for this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Check out part 3, a link will be at the end of this video, and there will be one in the description. Part 3 is a tutorial part, and if you guys like this gameplay and you'd like to see more gameplay or other various gameplay, go ahead and check out my channel. It'll be really awesome if you're watching this somewhere off my channel, or, you know, if you want to, go ahead and subscribe up to my channel. I got tons of games like this coming, so click here for part 3. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, guys.